Alright, I'm going to try and work through this example of simplifying expressions. Yeah, algebra. Not fun, but hey, you gotta do it. Let's try and do this. Even though I feel like crap. Okay, this is the problem I'm working on at the moment. What's an example problem? I'll try and work through it. I don't know if you can see that, but it says, hang on. Okay, you can see it says that x over x plus 3 minus 5 plus x over x plus 2 equals x times x plus 2 over x plus 3 times x plus 2 minus 5 plus x times x plus 3 over x plus 3 times x plus 2. Yeah, so I'm just gonna try and work through it. Okay, so it says x plus, hang on, let's go back. Alright, so if you look at the second line, we'll try to explain what's happening in the first line. All that they've done in the first line is they've taken the denominator on the left hand side, in other words x plus 3, and they've transferred that over to the numerator on the right hand side, and so that multiplies by the numerator on the right hand side, and vice versa for the x plus 2 denominator on the right hand side on the first equation to the numerator on the left hand side of the second equation. Can you see what's happening there? So they've switched it around. So that's what's happening on the first line. And on the second line, they've simplified it further. So it's just a replication of the first line, but in a more simplified form. You can see that with the x squared. They've taken the x out of the bracket on the numerator on the left hand side, and they've added that by 2 times x. As you can see, that's been eliminated from the brackets, and they've used the subtraction calculation there, and they put everything within one bracket as opposed to the 2 bracketed expression in the first line. And you can see that it simplified the x squared, or the x times x, plus 8x, or 5 plus 3 times x, and they've added the 15, which is the product of 5 times 3. So they've simplified the numerator on the let's say that again. They've simplified both numerators into one on the second line, and they've just dealt with the denominator, which really remains unchanged. It's just the same, x plus 3 times x plus 2, and that's the second line. So the third line, they simplified that even further by eliminating the brackets at the end. You can see that the sign changes because of the elimination of the brackets. And so you have x squared plus 2x minus x squared. Now instead of the added addition of 8x and the 15, it becomes a negative equation, so it becomes minus 8x minus 15, because that's the law of the sign changes when you take the terms out of the brackets. And so that explains that. And of course the denominator remains unchanged. And finally you have the last line, the fourth line, which simplifies the numerator further, and that turns out to be negative 6x minus 15. So if you do the calculation from the previous numerator, you can see that's what you end up with. There's two lots of x squared there, and that's eliminated, as you can see. So you're left with 2x. I think it's minus 8x minus 15, and of course 2x minus 8x is negative x, negative 6x, sorry, and you're left with the negative 15. So that's how it's simplified, and that's as sort of that's the most simplified version you can get. You can't get any simpler than that. Okay, I hope that made sense to you, because it's sort of like making sense to me now after reading through that and sort of like working it out. But yeah.